What's good, guys? LM7 here, and I kind of have a like an unplanned review. So I went to Toys R Us to see if I could find if they accidentally put out the Episode 7 C-3PO. I was just gonna check and pick it up if they had it. They did not, but on an end cap, I found one of these few and far between Kopaks, 2-in-1s. This is the first one I've ever found. So, who knows? Maybe they're becoming more readily available. Maybe not. Maybe I just got lucky. There was like 3 of them in the store total. But I didn't have either one of these sets, so I figured I'd pick it up and just do a review on the full thing. If you guys couldn't tell, this is Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, the buildable figures sets review. So let's get into it. So as you can see, as I move the box, there's that poster that's falling down. You get that included. It's literally just a picture on the box, and on the back is the other 6, not the other 6, but the other buildable figures for Series 1. And it's, it's kind of cool to have, I suppose. And all that. I just wanted to show that off. Okay, so let's take a look at the box. Ages 9 to 14, 66, 5, 36. So you can tell it's a Kopak and not an individual set. This is a special one. 243 pieces. It is $49.99 if you can find this exact thing. And I'll get more into detail on the specific sets themselves. As you can see, it says poster inside and exclusively at Toys R Us. So if you want this specific Kopak, you're going to have to find it at a Toys R Us. But like I said a few seconds ago, you may not be able to find this ever. I just know that they're sometimes very difficult to get a hold of these. So what's on the back? Not much. Just shows the 2 figures built, and then shows you the 2 different sets, the 2-in-1. It's just Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. And you may have noticed that I didn't fix this box yet, like I generally do. That is because I'm actually going to keep each individual set's box inside. So here's Darth Vader. So the pieces aren't just scattered around in the box. They give you both sets individually packaged, which I assume they were going to do. But Darth Vader, ages 9 to 14, 75, 111, and has 160 pieces and is $30. That's just Darth Vader. And then you also get Luke Skywalker, ages 7 to 12, 75, 110, and has 83 pieces and then costs $20. So quickly, I'm just going to show you that I'm just going to slide them in there just for my purposes, so I don't forget to do this later. But also, you can see that they fit in. So basically, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you guys really care either. It's just me putting boxes inside another one, but this is how it came packaged. They both fit inside, and there's a little white box because Luke's box is a little smaller than the other one. So there's that. That's the box. Now let me quickly show the 2 instruction booklets. They're quite small because they're not very long builds. This final digital model is hideous, so it's only 30 pages long. It literally took me like, I think, 10 minutes to put Luke together. And then Darth Vader has a slightly bigger instruction booklet because he used double the pieces. And the majority of the pieces, what I was trying to say, is in his chest area. So there's the final digital model of Darth Vader. Yada, yada, yada. Alright, so let's get into the figures themselves. In the Luke Skywalker one, you get these handcuffs, And after I show off Luke Skywalker, I'll show you can put them on, just so you can, possibly if you want to, recreate the scene in Episode 6, where Vader brings Luke to the Emperor. But you get those, and they're kind of nifty. But I will get into Luke Skywalker. Let's see, there we go. So there's a pretty good look at Luke Skywalker. He's very similar to Commander Cody in the regards of how he looks, just because the bodies are similarly built. Commander Cody's chest is slightly different, I believe I remember. And of course, Luke is in all black, where Commander Cody's white. So, and there's different printing. You can see the chest is printed, and that is the only printed piece in the set other than its face, but that's kind of to be expected. They show this on the box, and I know that's like his belt. I suppose that's what they're trying to represent with putting that lightsaber there, but it kind of defeats the point when he has another one in his hand. Just my thoughts there. It is nice that they put a back plate here, so you don't just see all the nasty Technic. And you get this little pistol too. I don't really know why they gave him a pistol. He would have been fine with just a lightsaber. But whatever. You get the pistol too, in case you want to do some other kind of scenes, I suppose. What do I want to say? The only real thing I don't like about the set in particular is his head. Like you can see the neck joint is just doesn't look very good. It looks like his head is floating, to be honest. But I understand the limitations of these Technic figures or whatever. Overall, I think it's a pretty nice one, to be fair. I don't like Luke, personally, but the figure itself is pretty nice. A lot of people were complaining that his head is not the best looking, and I mean, it's just because we haven't seen Luke Skywalker, like, cartoonized, so that's fine. I think the head looks pretty good. It looks a lot better in person than on the box, or definitely in the instructions. And then he has the new lightsaber piece, which is pretty cool. And if you really want to, you can put the handcuffs on Luke, just like that. And, you know, of course, he's fully posable, but I just keep him in a pose. I'm not going to show you all the movement, because we'd be here for 7 years. And then the other set you get is, of course, Darth Vader. And I want to say Darth Vader looks fantastic. I read a review on Darth Vader who also said it was great, and I was like, he's okay looking. I personally like Grievous better. But just building Darth Vader, I felt that the end result was gonna be good. They put some considerable time into designing this one, I believe. So let's get into it. You can see his obvious chest detail. They have it accurate. I didn't notice this gray piece had detail on it. I guess I didn't look, but that's cool. You can see all these fancy little details all over. So he's got a few printed pieces, way more than Luke does. He's a little taller. He's got different. His legs are similar in length. They're built differently armor-wise. Same feet and everything. I don't know if I love the gray ball joint here, but whatever. That is whatever. You can see he does have a red lightsaber in his hand like this. And Luke also has one of these little things. I didn't mention it, but you can stack their hands to make it look like they're holding the lightsaber with two hands, like you can see on the box way here. And all that fun stuff. But the main point of Darth Vader is literally his helmet. It's actually just spot on. Let's see if I can take that off real quick. Like, the molding on this helmet is fantastic. It's actually just Darth Vader. Like, I know that might sound weird, but, you know, it's a Lego, so you might not think it'd be perfectly accurate to Darth Vader himself. Looking at Luke's head, for example. But they nailed that one out of the park. Like, it's just perfect. And then you can see he also gets his huge cape, which I love the cape. It's a lighter fabric than the ones they use for minifigures. And it flows. And here's a look at the back. There's some Technic stuff that you have to look at, but with the cape you're not going to see it all. All you see is this. But as you can see, the cape is very flimsy. It's like real cloth, like compared to the other minifigure ones that are, you know what I mean, this is a harder material. But that is it for Darth Vader and Luke. Some things I want to note is this combo pack, you're not saving any money because both sets individually cost $50, but not at Toys R Us. They're a little higher price there, which isn't a big deal. It's just for, I guess, if you're lucky and you find one of these and you don't have the two sets previously, then I'd suggest you get them. But overall, you know, I'm pretty pleased with how both of these figures turned out. Neither one of them I was going to get individually, so it just happened that this rare combo pack twisted my arm a little bit. So, and like I said, I'm not disappointed at all with how they turned out. Luke looks pretty good for what he is. I mean, he's only 80 pieces. You got to remember that. It's not that many pieces. And Darth Vader is just stunning. Him and General Grievous are... When they did those guys, they sat down and they thought about it for a while. I still don't have Obi-Wan and Jango Fett, and I may or may not get them. It just depends on how that works. You never know. If I review them, then you'll see the reviews. But other than that, I can't really, you know, do a... Well, is it worth that much money? That's up to you. If you want the two figures, I think they're worth the price together, so... That's up to you. I mean, you look at the piece count, and it should have 500 pieces for $50, but it only has 250. Well, that's whatever. That's up to you. These also are Technic pieces and much bigger and cost more to make, and some of them are printed. And it's, you know, Star Wars, so there's an inflation to that and all that fun stuff. But overall, both the sets are very well made. I enjoy both of them. If you can get the combo pack, it's also pretty good. It's just fun to get two things in the same box. I don't know, it's just kind of cool that they put the detail to make this type of little co-pack. But anyway, if you could leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. You can see reviews for all a billion sets before this one, and then hopefully all the ones that come out in wintertime. But yeah, if you leave a comment, I'll reply. And see you guys later with some other reviews. Hopefully the winter line when they are released. See you guys later.